The prosecution has made a chilling revelation in court that the family of the murder suspect, Christopher Okello Onyum, referred him to Butabika Mental Hospital as a ploy to evade justice. The Chief State Attorney, Jonathan Mwaganya, told the defense witness, who was protected by the court, that Okello was sent to Butabika as a scapegoat into an alleged murder of his young brother, identified as Freeman. It is after this that Okello was evacuated to the United States.
What do you have to say about my said instructions?
He has instructions that he was taken to Butabika after killing Freeman to escape the due process. And from Butabika, they actually pushed him to the U.S.
No, I do not have an answer to the question.
Okello's elder brother denied knowing how he had ended up in Butabika. He told the court that the doctors at Butabika refused to disclose what Okello was suffering from.
Sorry?
The case was sensitive.
Yes, please.
Okello's elder brother stated that he was unable to ask his parents about the issues.
My mother at present is not one you can have a coordinated discussion with at the moment. So it was not viable. And with my dad, we have had an estranged relationship.
Okello invited his brother to court as a defense witness. The assertion by Okello's brother that he had seen the accused in Butabika Mental Hospital in 2020 prompted the defense team to file for an application to have the court summon the doctors at Butabika Hospital to testify in court. However, the prosecution vehemently rejected the call as a fishing expedition. The prosecution argued that there was no reason to show that the accused, Christopher Okello Onyum, was not fit to testify in court. The judge ruled in favor of the prosecution.
In the course of this trial, I have had no reason to believe that the accused is suffering from any mental illness, which would make him incapable of making his defense, thus requiring me to inquire into his mental abilities. I have watched the accused throughout the trial, and I'm satisfied that he has been following the proceedings right from the beginning. I therefore decline to make an inquiry into the mental health of the accused person as requested by his lawyers.
Earlier on, Okello had chosen to give unsworn evidence. This meant that he would proceed to defend himself in the court uninterrupted and without being led by his lawyers. Okello proceeded with that, save for occasional calls by the judge for him to repeat his statements to the court. Notably, Okello asked the court to drop the charges against him.
I'm going to say I believe I am not guilty on the 4 counts because I was not intentional. I didn't intentionally cause the death of the 4 children. I believe that the court, the honorable court, shouldn't honor the prayer for the murder conviction on the 4 counts.
He challenged that the prosecution had failed to prove that he had intentionally murdered the 4 toddlers.
They could have or should have done better to show that I was very or just intentional in killing the 4 children. My lord, they did not show, they did not make a strong case that I deliberately killed the 4 children, my lord. And it was imperative that they did, my lord.
He told the court that he might have been mentally unstable when he committed the offense.
Were raised that I was completely fine mentally, and yet, my lord, it is possible that there were other kinds of mental challenges that could have gone undetected, perhaps, and yet contributed or caused the death of the 4 children. So, my lord, defense contends that it may not be concluded yet that I was completely mentally fine to the extent that I could have prevented myself from killing the 4 children.
He purported to have been distressed because of something that was out of his control.
I went into some distress. So this is something difficult for me, not something I voluntarily participated in. And something was happening to me that I wasn't really in control of.
Okello accused the police of forcing him to confess to killing for rituals.
I was pressed hard to do so, my lord. I didn't have any choice to say anything else or what I wanted to say, my lord.
Okello argued that a soft copy of a book on wars in China was a trap he set up for the security agencies.
I put the file on the flash disk in what I thought was the sight of them. I'll contend, my lord, that that was done to appease them, to kind of find a way to keep the peace. I was trying to assure them that I'm not interested in fighting them. I would lose, and I would like to lose and just go.
Besides Okello, the court heard from 2 other defense witnesses out of the expected 4. However, the court indicated that the number of one of the expected witnesses was from the United States of America and that the court tried to reach out to the person, but in vain. The trial was adjourned to Monday next week to accord Okello the opportunity to contact the witness. Jackson Onyango, NTV.